You mentioned about the fiscal situation here and potentially fiscal dominance. I think clearly it would benefit the fiscal outlook in terms of budget balance and in terms of the debt to GDP ratio to see longer term rates be lower, the sense that the interest cost on the debt would be lower, so the budget deficits would be reduced, and the debt to GDP ratio would not be growing as rapidly. But as I mentioned before, I think this can happen in a system with low inflation and maximum employment. And in fact, I think the surer way to get to a longer interest rates that are moderate, that are relatively low, is by having relatively low inflation and maximum employment. I think if the Fed were to cut rates too much with the intention to boost growth to lower the financing cost, if that were the objective, it may ultimately end up creating more inflation and ultimately end up creating higher longer-term rates, which ironically doesn't really help so much with the interest expenses.